Hey, Joe here from churchfacebookads.com. Today I'm going to talk to you about boosting posts versus Facebook ads for your church. So, if you've probably all wondered, which is better? Which should I do? Which one should I start with? Should it be church Facebook ads, like through the actual ads manager, or should I boost posts? Because you're probably already doing boosted posts, but if you kind of step back, I'm going to help you understand which one's better. Kind of what is a boosted post versus a Facebook ad, and kind of how to tell the difference. Also, how do you know which one you should do? And then I'm going to go into some scenarios on when you should boost versus when you should run a Facebook ad. So what it is we'll talk about the boosted side. So boosted posts on Facebook or Instagram. And by the way, if you did not know, when you're running like church Facebook ads, your Instagram ads are handled through Facebook Ads Manager. So basically, if you go into your Instagram account on the back end, and if you were going to boost something on the back end, it's using your Facebook Business Manager account. So if you have an Instagram page and you post something, you've probably likely seen on the bottom right, there's a little button that said this, or do you want to boost this post? Or it says like boost. And it will tell you on Facebook, I know, here's how many people you could be reaching. And you tap that button, it asks you in increments of like $5 or $10, how many people you want to reach. Then it's going to ask you to set up some basic targeting, and it's very easy to just promote that post. And then you're able to see how many people you reached organically and how many people you reached with your actual ad spend. Now that's great. And you can optimize those for people to engage or for people to be reached. And you likely see an increase in engagement on that post. Now, the Facebook ad side that I'm talking about when I'm saying running an ad, that's when you actually go into Business Manager. Now, if you've never heard of that before, it's basically the central hub where you run Facebook ads from. Now, your church, you'll probably have to set up a Business Manager account if you were to do that. I do have a free course on how to do that if you go to churchfacebookads.com, and it will help you to set up your first ad, how to set up your Business Manager account, and everything in between. And like I said, it's 100% free, and the goal is just to be able to help you get started with Facebook ads, because I want to see more lives change through Facebook ads for churches. So when you go into the account and set up your ads, then you'll be able to set up targeting, and you can select posts similarly to how you did when you boosted your posts. You can pull from your organic content on Instagram and or Facebook. So that's kind of how it works. Now, when you look at like, how do I know which is better for my church? Should I be boosting the post, or should I be running an ad? I would say the number one question to ask yourself here is, what is my end goal? So breaking it down in these three things within that goal is, do I want to reach new people, or do I not care and I just want engagement? So like who you're going to reach. Also, when it comes to reporting, do I really care, or am I just saying, hey, let's just get more engagement? Or is my pastor the type of pastor, and is my leadership the type of leadership who are going to say, what did people do after they saw that ad? Or are they just happy saying, great, it got engagement? And number three is, how do you want to, how tech savvy are you? Like, if you're not tech savvy at all, maybe boosting for now is going to be the best route to go. But if you are willing to learn new skills, and you are willing to dive into trying something new that is a little tricky at first, then I would say going into the Facebook Ads Manager is probably going to be your best bet. So number one is, what is your objective? Number two is understanding reporting and what leadership is going to expect from you after running this ad. I see that as a pitfall a lot of times. I've made that mistake many times. When I first started running ads, I would run the ads and say, more engagement, awesome. Then I'd get into meetings with leadership where they were thinking at a different level, and they would ask, well, what happened after that? I don't know. It's hard to tell. I would run page like campaigns and boost our pages that way, and not understanding, hey, how do we tie that back to church engagement or church growth? And then lastly, like I said, was your willingness to learn. Now, it's not a knock on you if you don't want to learn. I'm just saying, if you have time, if you feel like you can invest, another 30 minutes to an hour to learn Facebook Ads Manager, versus just clicking a button and pressing boost post, then by all means, please do run in the Facebook Ads Manager. Now I'm going to give you some scenarios, and then I'll give you my final opinion on what to do for your church, and we will wrap up. So number 3 and the third and final point is some examples on when you should run one versus the other. So let's say that you have pastor runs into your office. Hey, okay, we have this post that I just did, and it's talking to the church around, an event that's happening this weekend, and we just want to get more exposure for it. But we want to make sure that new people who have never heard of our church see this event. Now, this is a great scenario for when I would absolutely, positively run it through Facebook Ads Manager. The reason here is we're going to be able to exclude anybody who has ever engaged with our FB or IG page in the last year. Also, we're going to be able to upload our email list and exclude all of those people. So anybody who's in our contact list or our database, we're going to be able to exclude everybody. So we're going to ensure that we're reaching new people. On it, Pastor. I'm going to set up Facebook Ads Manager, and I'm going to get these ads up and live by noon. I promise. Okay. So that's like a great scenario for Facebook Ads Manager. Now another one is youth director comes in and says, hey, we don't care who sees this as long as, and then maybe they don't even say who sees this. They just come and say, hey, can you just get more engagement on this post? We just want to have more likes, comments, and shares on it, and we want to get in front of more eyeballs. Thanks so much. And as far as reporting, don't really care, just want to get more eyeballs on it. That's a great scenario. If you don't already have Facebook Business Manager set up and you're in a time crunch, go ahead and fire up the boost and boost that post to people in your area or wherever you need to target. Now, the next one is somebody comes in and says, hey, we want to increase online e-group signups, but we're at 50 and we need to be at 100 by the end of the week or by the end of the month. And we want to drive those through social media. So we're going to do a post today on the main feed, and I want you to boost that post. That is an absolute trap. Do not fall for that. What you're going to need to do is set up Business Manager, set up your Facebook Ads account, and run a custom conversion campaign through Facebook Ads Manager, because you're going to want to be able to track who actually saw these ads and then signed up. Otherwise, if you just run it and try to boost it, it's going to be very hard to track how many people actually came to the website and signed up, because through boosting posts, you're mainly only able to optimize for website link clicks. So that's people clicking to your website. Engagement, which is people engaging, like, comment, share. Also video view, I believe, counts here. And then reach. So reaching as many people as possible. But what you're looking to do is a clear objective, which is people signing up for e-groups or online e-groups and life groups and sermons and online life groups. So you want to make sure to have what's called a custom conversion set up, and you can only do that through Facebook Business Manager at the time of recording this. So those are 3 scenarios just to kind of give you a framework. I'm sure you've probably heard all those 3, and people come into your office asking you these type of things, and you're wondering, do I need to set up my Facebook ads account, or can I just continue to boost? Hopefully that clarifies which one you should do. In my opinion, I think you should set up the Facebook ads account, only because it allows you to then set up the structure of your campaigns. And then as you're getting these requests, you can drop your ads in the different buckets of your campaigns. So it's essentially like building the framework. And then as the requests come in, you can drop them where they go. Versus when you boost a when you boost a post, you're going to have all of these scattered objectives. You're going to have it's going to be hard to track because you're just boosting posts all the time. And a lot of times the targeting there isn't as strong as it can be. And it's just real hard to even educate the people who are asking you questions around what you need from them. So if you don't know what questions to ask when you're doing it that way. So I will actually, at the end of, or right up here, I will put a link to the video or somewhere around here that kind of will walk you through a high level overview of Facebook ads so that you can see how to structure your account so that you can better run Facebook ads. And if you're listening on the podcast, then please head on over to churchfacebookads.com and you can sign up there for the free course. And from there, you'll be getting emails from me, and you'll be able to get my emails when I go live with new YouTube videos. I will write a quick email, share it in there. And thank you guys so much for watching and listening. This has been Joe with churchfacebookads.com, and I thank you guys so much. I look forward to hearing your stories about how your church is changing more lives through Facebook ads because of this content. So please do always email me those and send me screenshots if you have them. And just help another church if the opportunity comes out to you guys. So thank you so much, and I appreciate all that you do as social media managers and social media directors and communications people. Thank you so much.